thermodynamics. Thermo means heat and dynamics means motion. Heat in motion. Basic concepts in thermodynamics. First, system, boundary, surrounding. Let's see what is a system. System definition: it is the part of a space which is considered for thermodynamic analysis. See, this is a room. Okay, this is a room, and a room is filled with gas present in the room. Now, for thermodynamic analysis, we considered only this gas in this room. Hence, the gas is our system. What is the definition? It is the part of a space which is considered for thermodynamic analysis. Hence, here gas is a system. Another example. See, water bottle full with water. Now, for thermodynamic analysis, what we considered? Water in the bottle. Then, water is our system. Because for thermodynamic analysis, we are considering water in this bottle. Hence, according to definition, water is our system. In these two examples, we are going to study on gas and water. Hence, it called as a system. Now, what is a boundary? It is a surface which encloses the system or separates the system from rest of the space. See, this is again room. This is a gas, means our system. Now, this line or these room walls are separate, which are separates the system from rest of the space. This is a space hole. Hence, this called as boundary. Then what is the surrounding? The space which is outside the boundary is a surrounding. The space outside the boundary is surrounding. Now, types of boundaries. On the basis of a nature of a boundary, and then on the basis of a position. On the basis of a nature of a boundary, first is real boundary and second is imaginary boundary. See, real boundary. It is the surface that actually exists and separates the system from surrounding. The nature of a surface may be rigid, such as the walls of a cylinder, or flexible like surface of a balloon. Now, imaginary boundary. The entire of a part of the surface enclosing the system is an imaginary surface. In real boundary, it is a surface that actually exists and separates the system from surrounding. See, imaginary boundary. In a centrifugal pump, the boundary surface at inlet and outlet sections of water is an imaginary surface. This boundary is also termed as control surface. Most IMP. In a centrifugal pump, the boundary surface at inlet and outlet sections of the water is an imaginary surface. And this boundary is also termed as control surface. Now, on the basis of position of a boundary, stationary boundary and moving boundary. Stationary boundary, wall of a thermos flask, and moving boundary, surface of a balloon. See, stationary boundary, wall of a thermos flask, the boundary is always stationary. But in Moving boundary means the surface of a balloon. If we blow the balloon, the surface or size of a balloon may change. Hence, surface of a balloon is moving boundary. Another example, see the bucket containing water. Water is a system and stationary or fixed boundary is here. But when we start this tap, the water level is increases. Hence, the boundary is moving. Now, types of a system. First, open system. A system which can exchange both energy and matter with its surroundings is open system. For example, boiling soup in an open saucepan on a stove. The energy and matter are being transferred to the surrounding through steam. See the diagram. This is a soup which is boiling in an open saucepan on the stove. See, the energy and the matter are being transferred to the surroundings through the steam. Mass can exchange, energy can exchange. Hence, such system is called as a open system. Now, closed system. In this type, energy can cross the boundary, but mass cannot. Thus, mass of a system remains constant. Example, Earth can be considered as a closed system since it only receives sunlight, means energy, while the overall mass stays constant without any exchange from space. See, this is the first example and this is another example. Hot water containing some amount of mass and energy, but this is a closed saucepan, we can say, because this lid is put on the top so that energy can exchange with surroundings, but there is no exchange of a mass because steam cannot go outside through this lid. So such type of a system is called as a closed system. Now, isolated system. A system which can neither exchange energy nor matter with its surroundings. A thermos flask is the best example of an isolated system. A thermos flask is used to keep the things either cold or hot. Thus, a thermos does not allow energy for transfer. But there is no perfect isolated system because after certain time, water's hotness will be decreased or coldness may be changed. Now, thermodynamics variables. The variables which are used to define the state of a system is known as a thermodynamic variables. For example, pressure of a system, temperature of a system, volume of a system, viscosity of a system. Hence, this pressure, temperature, volume, viscosity, etc. are the variables which are used to define the state of a system. Hence, they are known as thermodynamic variables. Each parameter such as pressure, temperature, volume, etc. used to describe the state of a substance is known as property. A property gives us certain information. Now, classification of properties. extensive property and intensive property. See, extensive properties. Value of these properties depends on mass. Whereas in intensive properties, value of these properties independent on mass. Intensive, independent. We can remember by using this trick, intensive properties are independent on mass and extensive properties are dependent on mass. Examples: mass, volume, heat capacity, enthalpy. Temperature, pressure, viscosity for all forms of a specific energy. And density. But density, how density? Density means mass upon volume. Mass is a extensive, volume is a extensive because it depends on a mass of a system. When we divide extensive by extensive, we get intensive property. But when we divide intensive by intensive, we get intensive. See, this is a room, pressure, volume, temperature and mass. If we separate or we make separation in this room, the pressure will be same, temperature will be same. Hence, it does not depend on mass of the system. Hence, these are intensive properties, but volume becomes half, mass half. These all are extensive properties.